right. Oh.
I'm trying to reach for one.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, centaurs, satyrs, it is your favorite time, it is my favorite time, it is time for the dynamics of good and evil.
Yay!
Last time, on the dynamics of good and evil, Feliana, the tiefling barding warlock, Bundle, the tabaxi range rogue, Rania, the ghostwise druid, and Dashkin, the barbarous Drakenbjörn, made their way back to Redport, with their new hire, Karis Mistral, and Fel's sister, Anihala, in tow. The crew set about preparing for a new adventure, Bundle setting up for a traveling tavern structure, Feliana and Anihala prepping for the legal spillage of the Totterell family fortune, Rania made berries, and Dash discovered his sister in the care of Vaughn, an entrepreneurial dragon enthusiast in Redport. While alive, the dragon girl was dazed and traumatized from her long and arduous journey, so Vaughn suggested she rest in her abode for the meanwhile. Later, Bundle and Rania visited Lady Owl and uncovered the terrible truth that Bundle had been infected by necrosis in a phylactery the Catman had been stabbed with in their immediate previous adventure. He had some months to live, unless he could find a powerful enough mage to counteract the deep dark magics.
Guys,
Bundle...
I'm gonna have to go get my food.
It's okay.
Okay, I'll be right back.
He had months to live, unless he could find a powerful enough mage to counteract the deep dark magics within. Bundle and Rania returned to the homestead to fill everyone in on the developing sitch, only for Anihala, pregnant with Bundle's child, to flee into the air and to seek a safe space to emotionally ride out the news. The party now has a change of plans and pace on the horizon. Welcome back to the dynamics of good and evil.
Bye!
Silence.
Yes.
I have small cat.
Dude. Rub your face on the small cat. Rub your face on
Eat
the small cat.
to assert your
Rub
dominance.
your face on
Eat
the small cat. No.
She's too skittish for that.
Maybe a little nibble.
So,
Well, so, you guys are currently at the homestead. Bundle has just recovered from tanking the stores of gold for the sake of the tavern. We also have, let me see here. What were your guys' immediate plans? Feliana's not here at the moment, but she'll be back momentarily.
Wow. Immediate plans. We're going to gather information.
Bundle's first plan after he got everything squared away for the tavern was to go ahead and seek out any magical knowledge or seek out a priest to see what he can do about this whole constant necrosis.
Can you repeat that? You were kind of overpowered by the stream.
Certainly, one second.
Didn't I make some potions before that made a person resistant to necrosis for a bit?
You did, I believe.
I think I could probably make some more that'll probably slow down the process.
Those potions are built for resisting shit before it hits them.
Okay.
yeah. Also, I'm the one who has the potion of necrotic resistance.
Okay. What would happen if we got a priest to bless a bathtub full of water and then put Bundle into it?
Yes, let's get the Catman baptized. But
yeah, that would be one.
he would seek out either a mage's guild or a temple and see what they would have to say about the matter.
You need the power of Jesus to get that demon out. Jesus.
I ain't touching that.
Rania goes with you to go find a priest of some sort.
So you want to find a priest?
That would have been at least a long shot in terms of Bundle's inclination of what might be able to help with this.
Preferably an old priest and a young priest.
Dash, thinking we should try to cover all avenues, would seek out the mage.
I mean, looking for both.
I'm back.
Still, two birds with one stone. Dash will, and Felion can join them if she wants. Dash will find the mage knowledge while Bundle and Rania find the priest.
Yeah. Unfortunately, my god has said that she cannot help, so...
It's more like she prefers not to interfere.
Yeah.
Hey, really quickly, but I'm gonna ask you something in PMs.
Alright.
Just
I'm gonna ask him if you're pregnant again.
Rania. Not now, please. Not now.
Okay.
Alright, you guys want to seek out priest? Easy enough. I mean, Redport's right there. There's the temple district. So
That's where Bundle's going to do his investigation.
Let's go find God.
And Fel will go with Dash to investigate. Fel will go with Dash to investigate the mage. Finding a mage. And before Bundle and Rania leave, Fel will tell them. Back here a while back, I used to know a clergyman named Renton Peck. I don't know if he's still around here, but if you manage to find him, tell him that I said hi.
Who never knows? Might get lucky.
Okay.
Alright, let's go.
Heck. Rin 10, not Rin 10. That would be a dog.
I'll type it in chat.
Alright, so we will start with Dash and Fel. You guys seeking out a mage?
Yep.
Yeah.
Easy enough. There is the... Alright, there is the Arcane District, but... You guys need to get in there. Hang on.
I technically have a pass to get in there, don't I?
You do, yes you do. But you were heading off to find a priest.
Whoops. Oh well.
Looks to Feliana and her, oh my god, in persuasion.
She is technically a magic user of some
I
variant.
mean, yeah, there is technically the barding magic stops in there, so...
Yeah, I mean, I was waiting for Brett to finish what he was gonna say before I did anything.
Alright, I forgot that. Arcania it's the royal keep seat that's the blocked off. Arcania is just only for those who have a guaranteed passport, so you guys can get in there very easily. And for a brief summary, what you find inside the Arcane District is the Apothecary franchises, a shop selling magical scrolls, a enchanting shop, an alchemy bar, the Barding College, as well as a shop that catches your guys' eye, Mendel's Mages for Hire.
Oh.
Might be a good place of any to start.
Worth a shot. Dash and Fel go to Mendel's Mages for Hire.
Alright. Yeah, enter into the pilloric building, set by pillars and curtains, and where is that shit? There it is. Alright, so you enter into this building, and you see a pair of elves working two separate desks. On one side it says applicants, the other side it says hire. Like, one side is for applicants for consideration, the other one is for like actual people who are looking to hire.
I'll let you take the point on talking, Peliana.
Oh damn! I was eating shit.
Do you need me to take point?
Like what? No, I can take. I can take point. Just remind me. What exactly, like in detail, are we asking again? Like, are we literally asking for, like, hi? Do you know someone who can cure who can cure someone that was touched by a lich?
Bundle would have said, if you can't find anyone who knows anything about liches, see if they know anything. See if they can find anyone that knows anything about severe cases of necrosis that were done to a person via magic.
All right, thanks. All right, so Fel's gonna walk up to the counter for people who are looking to hire.
Mm-hmm. Yes, hello there. How can I help you today? Pushes his glasses back with his pinky.
Hi, we're looking for. We were wondering if maybe you had any available wizards who knows anything about, let's say, lichdom.
Liches, eh?
Yes, that
Are you
is what I
looking
said.
more for a scholar or a practicing mage?
Which one would know more about severe cases of necrosis involving lich magic?
I mean, either or can work just as well, but those who practice probably have more practical applications.
Then someone who practices.
Right. Unfortunately, all practicing those experienced with necromancy are currently out on hire already. I can check the books, check the Rolodex, see if there's any scholars of necromancy available.
That would be great. Thank you.
Okay, there is one I can point you to, and I can even give you his address that I can point you out for.
That would be great.
Yes. Let's see. There's that book.
Brett was not prepared for us to seek out the mage.
Look here, you.
Keep your opinions like that to yourself.
There are many paths that one can travel. It's hard to account for all of them.
Apparently, this was not the path we were supposed to follow. You're after Squirrely.
If we do anything in Dash's campaign, he freaks the hell out.
It's because I'm not a good DM.
You're looking for a halfling wizard by the name of Osborne Fastfoot.
Any address you can point us to?
Yes, you should be at the. Let me see here. You should be at the bunkhouse in the mid-social sector, just beside. Supposedly he's bunking just above Fountains Galore.
Alright. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I guess we head that way.
Yeah, we head that way. Like, have a nice day. Goodbye.
Alright, you head to Fountains Galore, which you guys remember was in the mid-social sector. So, like, there's the Corporate Playpen, the gambling hall, there's the sink, the arena, where Dash has fond memories of by now, for sure. And
I really hope we don't run into her.
Oh, don't worry. If we do, then, well, I kind of want to have a little talk with her.
Off in the distance, you hear screaming slowly getting louder. Alpha.
Dash has a face of concern when Teliana says that.
Fel just looks at him like, don't worry about it.
you make yourself to the Fountains Galore store, which is just a lot of marble and just there's fountains outside of it. There's fountains everywhere. It's insane how many fountains there are.
Huh. It lives up to
Porcelain
its...
fountains, marble fountains, stone fountains, brass fountains.
Fountains?
This fountain shoots magma.
And they killed 20 people. Great.
And as you go to the God, I'm blanking. The store owner, his face brightens up, but as soon as you mention looking for Osborne, he's like, no, he'll be upstairs.
Thank you. Also, lovely fountains you have here.
Oh, you're interested in buying?
No. Goodbye. She goes upstairs.
Alright, you head upstairs, and you find yourself at the top of the stair. There is a little corner room, which currently has a little sign on it that says, Silence, Scholar at Work.
Felix Dash gestures to the sign. She's kind of like, please, don't make a ruckus.
Dash truly pans through the sign.
Oh, family aggro. Okay.
Dash is buffering.
Should we wait for him, or should I just...
From inside you hear,
Book's gotta be in here somewhere. Tasm. Got it. Come on. Easy. 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 Get it.
like, you're half expecting to hear an ominous crash, given how you hear, like, some thumping and, like, almost like someone's tugging on, like, what you assume might be a tower of books, given how it sounds to you.
So there's a curtain, right?
It's just a simple wooden door.
It's a simple wooden door. Okay, sorry, I was thinking curtain. Fel is going to attempt to quietly and gently open the door.
Wait, is the door locked?
It is locked.
It's locked. Fuck. She... Fel sighs and looks to Dash.
You know
And
what
gives
to
a
do, Dash.
Did we try knocking?
No, we were waiting for you because you got
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, but now Phil will knock.
The bardic knock.
Eh? Just a moment.
All right.
You hear tumble, tumble, tumble.
Eh?
Oh no!
As the door finally clicks open, and it's a remarkably clean room.
Hello?
Oh, you're not the landlord. Who are you?
Felix looks down to the to the person in question. Sorry to bother, but are you Osborne Fastfoot? God damn it, I'm all over the place today.
That's me. I haven't been summoned, have I?
No, but we heard your, we got your recommendation from the Wizards for Hire in the Arcane District, and we were wondering if maybe you could help us regarding something.
Oh, sure.
And as you turn around, you see this halfling dressed up in basically a black hoodie with with some like weird stitched together like corduroy pants. He is wearing fingerless gray gloves, and he has a simple pair of silver bifocals atop his face. And you can tell he's struggling to keep the bifocals up there because his nose is terribly scrunched. He has to keep them balanced on there perfectly.
All right. One moment. What sort of help would you need? Like, is this about like a nightshade? Is this
You study liches, correct?
lich? Well, you're jumping right into the. Okay.
We don't really have a lot of time.
Okay. I'm familiar with the rudimentary basics of liches, and I know the history of some of them, the noted monuments and sites of previous liches. I know of the.
What do you know about necrosis afflicted by a lich's phylactery?
Necrosis by lich's phylactery. That's usually fatal. Very, very fatal.
Usually, but...
Usually being the operative word, yes.
Well, yeah, there have been one or two historical notations of people that didn't die immediately when touching it, but it's something to seek out.
We're looking for a way to reverse necrosis such as that.
You're looking to reverse.
One of our friends has 9 months to live, and we don't really have a lot of time.
9 months to live. From a phylactery?
The phylactery got, may we come inside?
Yeah, sure. Papa, I don't have any chairs.
I'm fine with standing. Just worry about a chair for her.
Yeah,
He pulls out like 5 books and stacks them on the floor. There you go. There's a place to sit. Just stack it against the wall. Should be fine.
Alright, she sits down on the pile of books and she's like, you might want to sit down for this. This is a very long story.
Alright, shall we skip ahead?
Yeah.
But it transitions from, have you heard of Draco skips?
Yes. What do you know about Draco liches?
Draco liches and you.
That was quite the tale. Sorry about your family getting involved. Well, I am vaguely aware of... Unfortunately, I'm not yet a practicing mage. I haven't quite passed that bar yet. But I do know that, oh, wow. This is very intimidating.
They sent you guys to an amateur.
They didn't have anyone else!
They sent him to a bookworm.
They sent him to a bookworm, and we didn't have anyone
To be fair, Bookworm's probably our best lead.
Well, outside of, like, talking to an archmage, God, even then, how many archmages have had
exchanges with liches recently. Like, the lich hasn't been seen in at least 3 generations, for what I can tell. But there's one.
Well, that's probably about to change.
Ah, yeah, it's right. It's desert. Well, am I? Oh, wow. There have been historical cases where these liches' magic was able to be counteracted. However, usually it wasn't until after the person afflicted was already dead.
So they revived the person?
Sort of, from what I understand. These volumes and tomes have very poetic and flowery language. There aren't very many technical histories regarding liches because, well, most time the adventurers come across the lich, they just want to destroy it immediately and erase it from history.
I mean,
Wait,
if my experience is anything to go by, I can see why.
But hell, I'd love to study him. I tell you what. I personally cannot probably give you a lot because I'm very much technical based. I need a lot of information in order to deal with the stuff, and even then, I'm not really active. But I can recommend you seek out a. Let me see here. He opens up his wallet and like a bunch of like old moldy business cards. But like, crap.
Oh God, they're all moldy.
Let me see here. If you go down, let me see your stats.
Oh, that's probably not good. I just randomly dropped my d20 and it rolled to a 1.
Oh, we know what kind of night Dash is gonna have.
It's an omen!
The obvious choice is to get a high-level mage and get either a wish or B, a reincarnate spell, but that's very expensive and very costly to the mage as well. My recommendation is, if you go down to the lower social sector, there's, you know, the entryway?
Yes.
Yeah, we camped out there for how many weeks?
3, maybe?
There's this traveler who just popped in there. They claimed to have been around the block many times, and I had brief conversation with them. I'm not sure how trustworthy they are, but if you look for an, this is gonna sound weird. You're gonna look for a dragonborn with like zebra stripes pattern.
Blank, blank.
Looks to Dash.
And then you're going to want to talk to their partner. They are seemingly as well-traveled as can get, and the partner in crime seems to have had some mentioned offhand something to deal with powerful undead. Yeah, the roasted boot, you're going to look for...
Roasted boot.
Jimothy and Dunwich, I believe, are their names. I forget which is which. I'm so sorry. I'm so good with other information, but with people, I don't socialize that much. I'm sorry.
Did you say Jimothy or Ginothy?
Jimothy! Jimmy, short for Jimothy. Why did that kill me?
Oh god, it was both letters.
Jimothy.
Gymnethy.
Gymnastic.
Yeah, the roasted
just
boot seems to be
guessing,
your best guess for someone who has actual active practice. I'm sorry I couldn't be more helpful, but if you guys like you, and I apologize. I won't charge my normal fee for this. I'm so sorry.
No, it's perfect.
At the very least, Dash hands over 5 gold for what you're, at least something for what you're able.
Information is power, as they say.
Aye. Well, good luck. And as he ushers you out...
No, wait, hold on. And as the usher out, Fel turns to him. By the way, if you're looking to go look at maybe look at those ruins in the Deserto, I recommend Taxi the Tabaxi service. He's a really good transport guy.
Ah, well,
Hooray,
tempting.
hooray for word of mouth.
Like, goodbye.
You get 1 punch
Think
in your
again.
punch card. 2 extra punches. Anyway, we're gonna cut to Rania and Bundle, and
Oh my God. I had to do that, man. I'm keeping up my own in the bargain.
yep. So meanwhile, in the other sector, you guys would also end up in the mid-social sector because that's where the main temples are.
Okay.
There are 5 temples. Do you guys remember which ones they are?
I have a few of them listed. Give me a second. I know I don't have all of them. To which gods are they to?
Azratal, Praise the Sun,
Right.
Milage, Battle, Huster, Ancestry, Necto, Travel, and CR, Harvest.
Battle, harvest, travel. Actually, that might work.
Oh God.
Bundle looks around you and says, I'm going to stop by the Temple of the Necto. Perhaps the god there might know a person on the road, if I'm lucky.
Name, please. Sure.
So Bundle heads inside to see what's inside.
You head inside the Necto Temple. It's
Yes.
basically a very, very gaudy, stoneworked travel agency. But there are many turban-wearing priests just waltzing around and say, "Hello, can I help you today?"
Yes. I wish to pay my respects to the god Necto.
Ah, excellent. Passport, please.
He hands over his passport.
Pulls out a little stamp. It just stamps the second page, front corner. There you go. And you just to the right, in the alcove.
And he heads towards the alcove.
Arnie does so as well.
Stamp.
Get your shit stamped, right here.
Oh. Ronnie gets his stuff stamped.
So, what
So
do
you
we see?
go down the hallway. It is very very ill lit, but still impressive stonework all around, obsidian, granite. And as you turn around the corner into the alcove, you see indeed in various alcoves various idols and statuettes dedicated to the god of travel.
Alright.
His antlers on his head and his broad feet. So broad it almost looks like on certain carvings he only has one massive foot.
Oh, well.
That's just him at the side.
But Bundle goes and kneels before the actual idol itself, and he gives a sigh as he removes the gloves that he would have been had on to keep that that slowly growing necrosis hidden, and he would give a simple prayer of, Well, I guess it will be less of a prayer, more of a conversation for him. This is new to him. He will just simply say, "Oh, this feels a bit awkward. I'm not used to having to stare at a statue and hope that someone's listening. But this is a time for desperate action, so this is my request, if it were. Feel free to chime in should you feel the need. A simple ranger. A hidden hunter, if you will. Granted, I've not been the most religious of sorts. I've neither paid you heedance nor have I scorned your name, but I only wish to have a bit of direction. To know that where I'm going is the right road, and to stray away from any pitfalls or dead ends that may come my way. My destination is clear. The path I need to take is not. That is why I have come to you today, in order to seek some form of knowledge beyond my scope.
Okay. Wisdom save, please.
Okay. Ooh, 9.
Okay. 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 While you're sitting there, are you just sitting in the alcove, just bowing to the idol and such?
Yep. And he will just be talking as if having a conversation. So anyone who was in earshot could probably.
Rania, while you're sitting next to him, his conversation, it slowly quiets to almost like a hiss as he keeps going. Bundle, to your eyes, you see a shimmer on one of the idols for a moment. As you look up and the shimmer disappears.
Can I tell which idol?
The one closest to your left. It is is one that actually looks like the antlers with just a foot with antlers coming out of it. And as you peer at it, you see almost to your eyes the antlers flaking a bit, which is impressive because it's made of stone. But as you peer closer, the foot also begins to decay and warp inward as it becomes just a very thin, quasi-repulsive skeleton foot, and you hear the hoarse, horrible breathing behind you that you've been trying to evade for the past week. God say.
Bundle clenches his teeth, breathes in, and if he was in the middle of the conversation still, he would try to ignore that voice, but if that was after he'd said what he said, he would simply wait to hear for anyone else other than that.
Just FYI, I'm not seeing any of this stuff going on,
Nope.
right? Okay. Must be what everyone else
A cold,
feels.
hollow laugh echoes through the halls in Bundle's mind. Oh, this is nice. This temple, this surrounding. I think I'm going to like it here. As you briefly try try and focus, you feel a coldness grip your left hand where it was pointed out.
Okay. Bundle then stands, clenching his left hand, trying to shake off the sudden urge to shout back at the voice. He simply stands and says, "Seems my prayers fall on deaf ears today."
You attempt to stand up, you immediately sit back down in like a rictus.
Oh boy.
And as you struggle to catch yourself, you put out your left hand and you see just this long skeletal wing touching the alcove in front of you. Easy now. Don't strain yourself too hard. After all, wouldn't want to damage the vessel, now would we? No, not at all. Good luck with those gods, little tabby cat. And as the vision returns and you surge forward out of this vision, Ryan, you see him collapse a bit forward and touch the idol base with his paw.
Eh? Marty tilted his head. Bundle, you alright?
Hang on. He's gonna whisper something under his breath. Just because he failed that wisdom save, so he's not going to realize that, oh yeah, it's not just me in here. So you just see his mouth move, Vanya, but maybe he said something, but you're not sure. As he stands, pops his neck and says, "Seems like I'm not going to get what I need here. At least not."
Ronyo lets out a snort. Alright. Well, I mean, if you'd like me to give it a try, I've not made contact with foreign gods before, but I do have a bit more of a connection to the other realms than most others would. Specifically, I have a certain ritual that I can cast that it is a spell that the gods will have to answer me
Fair enough.
one way or another.
Understands and moves aside and gestures for him to go.
Right. No, the ritual usually asks for incense, but I found that tobacco works just as well. In fact, some deities tend to appreciate it more. He takes out a small bowl, puts out some tobacco in it, lights it a little bit with druid craft so that it begins to smoke and waft a little. And let's see, I need some sort of sacrifice or offering that represents the god that I'm trying to contact. Something traveling related. He looks over bundle. Any ideas?
First thing that comes to your mind, bundle, is shoes for some reason.
Go get a pair of Nikes.
Bundle.
No, man, that's a good.
Bundle instinctively just looks down at his feet.
Run your blinks. He takes out one of his haste berries. I mean, it's kind of travel related. It makes you go faster.
It's more increases your reaction time.
I mean, it helps you get to places.
I mean, you're not wrong, but So,
He
trying
has
ready to go.
hits his hand.
Above game, what are you trying to do, Rania?
He's basically trying to use divination. The 4th level spell divination as a ritual, which he can do as a ritual. Here, I'll post it. Your magic and an offering you put in contact with a god or god services. You asked a simple question concerning a specific god, goal, event, or activity that occurs within 7 days or so. Blah blah. Basically, I put down like something, and the god has to answer me. I can only ask like one question or something, although that can really be to DM's interpretation.
Well, I do have a thing if all I can think of is shoes.
If I ask more than one question, the chances that he'll answer me get reduced. Basically, you can't just call a god.
You fall into that percentile and you get a random fortune cookie. Fortune.
I open up the fortune cookie, it says go fuck yourself.
Anywho, Bundle does think for a second, pulls out his ruined costume clothes that he had to basically use for other things, and he has the shoes from those. So he says, why don't you just offer this? Use these to travel as it is.
How much were these worth?
Costume clothes, I think, are 4 gold? I want to say.
Rundy shakes his head. Unless if you want to provide a lot more tobacco. Or pesh.
You need 25 gold shoes.
I need either 25 gold worth of
Nice.
Actually, I think it's the offering that's worth at least 25 gold.
Oh, well then, he says, he puts down the shoes, and then 20 gold. That should do it, right? This is how this works, right?
It usually has to be a thing, but they usually don't mind gold. I don't know why gods like. I don't know why Western gods like gold so much.
Shrugs.
Just a shiny piece of metal. Not very useful.
Not too ominous.
Anyway, he sets down the gold around the smoking pesh. All right. So what exactly are we asking?
I guess it will be asking for the directions to the person who knows about the affliction.
Anya blinks. I think you're gonna have to be a little bit more specific, or else it'll just start pointing us in every single direction.
Huh. I suppose then it would be... Show us the most correct version of this? I mean, it's not like this is a random case. I'm pretty sure this is a rarity. I've never heard of anyone dying of necrosis.
What was the name of the dragon that we met again?
That's the thing. Wait.
Oh.
Which one?
It wasn't.
That was his surname.
But I was referring to the Lich Dragon, but it's not his actual name.
Nope, it's a surname. And that could literally be anybody.
Well, do we want to ask if the god knows the name of the dragon we seek? No, that's too vague. the true name of the Lich Dragon.
So you're not looking for someone who is familiar with his affliction?
That could be nearly...
You've cycled through 4 different things. I'm like, okay, you've got to pick one.
Yeah, I know. So we... Okay, so we're looking for someone who can help with your affliction, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, someone who can nullify necrosis?
I suppose that would be the exact question, yes.
Alright. Looking at the god's name, which was... Nekot?
Craig.
Necto.
Necto, oh yeah. He clears his throat. Oh, Necto, god of travel. We seek one who knows to negate the hold of necrosis over this tabaxi.
That's the extent of it?
I suppose that has to be a question.
Yes.
Can you tell us... No, not can you. Please do tell us where we can find him.
Nothing happens for a while. Nothing happens. Doldrums of the hallway get a little keener on your senses. And
Rundy keeps the pesh burning. As he waits. I think the god put us on hold.
And you hear a flitting of wings over above you.
Rundy looks up.
As a little fairy with green hair and long stick-like arms descends upon the offering. He's like,
Oh god. What the hell is that?
Well, that has a result.
They breed
starts
the
digging
biggest
through
bugs
the
here.
offering.
Hey.
Oh, you're 1 gold short. Oh well. That's a brother. That's a brother.
You, that's 25.
If we're short of gold, then Bundle just
Costume
flicks another
clothes
gold into.
And you didn't put a haste berry in, remind me?
He did not.
Okay.
Apparently,
the
we...
tobacco, the costume clothes, the gold.
Yeah, which Bundle just offered in another piece of gold.
Yeah.
Too late.
Just starts shoveling it into their burlap, like.
Rania begins to wonder if we need to have this little thing show us some freaking credentials before it starts making off with our stuff.
Starts floating up with the burlap full of offering.
Bundle,
Clips through the roof.
Bundle, I have to admit, I don't know these other gods so well. Is this thing an acolyte of Neko or not?
The hell if I know.
Neko.
Oh, you guys want a result, don't you? I don't know. Find a friendly dragon slayer. That is our recommendation.
A friendly dragon slayer. Huh. I wouldn't have thought, but alright.
Good luck with the silent case. Good luck with the slight case of dying.
It did not give us a name. I find
No,
it
but at least
disappointing.
gave us a direction.
It gave us a lead. That's not even a direction.
It's better than nothing, I suppose. I paid more for less. So let's go ahead and get going.
Nah. Gods here are stingy.
At least this one's not turning into a goddamn bird.
I suppose. The hell was that thing anyway?
I haven't the slightest. What would I need to roll to figure out what the hell that thing is?
Even though Ronnie's a druid, he is of the native ghostwise faith. He does not have fairies.
In the distance, you hear a faint "Ah."
And bundles from the jungle.
Where he had fun and games.
Stop it.
I made someone laugh. I am accomplished.
I'll throw you in the fire.
No, buddy, don't do that.
There's storm fairies or a fucking thing. What the hell are they?
Wait, what are you looking for?
Fuck. What the hell? I could have sworn fairies were a bestiary thing.
They should be.
I think you're thinking of pixies.
No, I'm pretty sure fairies are in the bestiary.
They should be, yeah. They're technically considered a monster.
Wait, what the fuck?
This is taking way too long.
Sorry,
It's okay. Either we know it or we don't know it.
Bundle, you've seen pictures of fairies in storybooks, and that's what it closely reminded you of. I mean, you did just get through the children's guide to magic.
This is true.
Okay.
I do remember reading of them.
Alright. Well, I guess. Anyway, let's, I don't know. I guess we have to go ask about dragon slayers now.
Which, that shouldn't be too hard. Go to a tavern, you would probably get enough rabble rousers worth
I need
the
both
salt
of you to
trying
roll
to brag.
intelligence checks.
Oh. Is this to figure out if we know anything? No, whatever. 17.
Lucky sevens!
Shush.
No, like
7 raw.
Dragon Slayer. Ryan, you're like, or did she say Dragon's Lair?
You were doing the Mickey Mouse voice, all right? I couldn't exactly hear you. Okay.
Look,
so
that thing either said Dragon Slayer or Dragon's Lair. It's one of the fucking two.
Okay.
We know a dragon.
I think it said lair.
A dragon's
Wait.
lair! Oh, that's a bit hard.
I was right.
Run your squints. We do know a friendly dragon.
Yes.
We know which general direction he is.
We'd probably have to play tribute again.
I think we need to put our what money we have in the bank before we go see him. If we think we're poor, it'll be fine. He only take the flat percentage.
No, he'll just take the most expensive thing off of us. Which
You're not
more
taking
than
the
is
goddamn
the
point.
Oh, she'll be worth something someday. Give her here.
Run your
Exactly.
with his hands. The most expensive thing I have on me are berries. What's a dragon gonna do with berries?
Bundle thinks for a second.
You touch
Goes
my face,
into his
you're gonna die.
I mean, I could give him a perfume berry. We'll see where that turns out.
Oh
Pulls
god!
out six Cornelian gems and says, "This should do it."
Ronnie looks at them. And they are shiny.
It's either that, or we just start giving him things we haven't really had much of a use for.
I don't know.
Either way, let's reconvene with the others. Or rather, you go ahead and reconvene. I have
As you guys exit the temple, you see one of the priests talking with a hooded figure. Hang on. Actually, before I say anything, I've got to confirm something.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, confirmed. Alright, as you exit into the temple proper, towards the entrance, you see one of the priests with many travelogues giving directions to a rather tall and broad being wearing a traveling cloak. And I will reintroduce Drayson to describe this next character.
A new challenger has appeared.
So yes, the person talking to him is very tall, pushing 8 feet, and is apparently a fearbowl.
Is your head covered with a cowl, or can we clearly see what you look?
It's the cowl's actually currently pushed back. So what you see is someone who looks like the oddest combination of elf and giant. She has the features
The
of
proportions are really weird.
Yeah. She has bright red hair, blue-green eyes. Her ears, while pointed, are almost
Furry?
raggedy
Ivy-like?
looking. Raggedy looking.
Like poison oak.
Yeah. They don't look like anything that you probably would have seen.
Fluffy.
She's not. No, the ears are not furry.
Oh, okay.
The skin itself looks ragged like the ends of a leaf. The tips of her ears and her nose have a almost permanent blush on them as well. And in her hand, she is holding a metal object that she is currently showing the priest.
Ranya begins to crane his head up to look at her. Keeps
So was
going.
Bundle as he was in mid speech, saying what he was about to go do. Sees her and is like, "That is a rather tall elf."
Ranya keeps craning his head up. It just keeps
Falls
going.
over.
It just he is now bent over backwards as he's trying to look up at this tall ass lady.
Yes, we told you before, Miss Bryna, that your recommendation is you travel toward the mountains bordering the Eschen. That would be your best bet for your lost leader's knowledge.
Wait, say that again, Brett?
I'm sorry, give me 1 second.
Accents.
He's telling you that it's like the aide de camp told you. We recommend you follow up your seekings elsewhere. Perhaps the mountains. Mountains would be good for you, perhaps. Since you've already been to the sea, you've already left the forest, the hollow. Perhaps mountains would broaden your mind and horizons, somewhat.
Perhaps. Thank you very much for being helpful.
I do hope you find betterment in your travels, fair traveler.
May the wind always be at your back. Now, do I notice the two staring at me fairly obviously?
Yeah, as you turn around, you just see a cat man with his head cocked to the side, kind of queerly, and the halfling just is like, neck is also bent, but the opposite way, like trying to.
Oh no,
crane up.
he's going full limbo.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like it's.
So, do these two look like very, well-traveled folks?
Idiots? Yes, they do.
Wow.
I mean, your elder once told you tales of how the catfolk exclusively live in the jungle, and there's a catfolk out of the jungle.
Not to mention he still has his bow strung around his back and his armor on, so it's not like he's just looking like Joe Schmo. He looks like he's about to go do something.
There's a halfling with a large bag on his back that seems to be stock full with more berries than you can count.
I walk up to them. Oh, excuse me. By any chance, would you two be adventurers of some?
Yeah.
A flitting of wings passes above you.
Yeah, they definitely are.
No way.
Just phases through the ceiling.
I thought he was gone a while ago.
Tipo.
Yeah. I don't know what those things are, but I don't like them.
But yes, we are adventurers.
Oh, wonderful. I was wondering if perhaps you might help me out with something. Have either of you seen this symbol? And I hold out the medallion.
What does it look like?
It looks like the one that Brett drew on the starter page.
What? God damn, you gotta tell me this ahead of time.
I did tell you all of this.
Wait, what happened?
Oh, that one.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yes.
What was that thing again? Looks familiar.
Oh, the chosen symbol.
Oh,
The chosen signature.
It's been there for so long. I kind of forgotten it.
You know what that look when a cat gets when he goes from being calm to being very angry?
Dashkin suddenly has the urge to primal scream into the air, but doesn't know why.
I take it she just showed them the symbol.
Yes.
Sorry, I had family echo.
It's all good. But yeah, Bundle went from being, wide-eyed cat, just already dealing with shit to slit eyes, ready to fight something when he saw that.
Now, do you trust her? That is the real question. She just pulled out a symbol that you recognize as that of a foe.
Before anyone else has a chance to look at us and see what we're doing, I push her hand down and say, "Put that away," and look around to see if anyone.
This priest mulling about. There's a little goblin kid eating a sandwich by the entranceway.
Puts it away, looking very confused.
Yes, we know of that symbol. How have you just been showing that to everyone?
Well, yes. Otherwise, how would I find out who it was that slaughtered the other client?
All right. First and foremost, I believe we might be able to help each other out. And I believe that we need to have a conversation, a private conversation. He says, giving emphasis on.
Let's go to the tavern.
Yeah, the tavern that we're building.
Sure.
Oh yeah, what are we gonna name our town? We'll decide that
We've
later.
been through this.
We've been through it.
Have you in character?
Yes. Have we? Pretty sure.
I wasn't here, man.
Oh. I'm pretty sure that we've told you.
No.
Now, the
Haven't?
drooling dragon.
Oh.
Which
Oh
one?
yeah, you have told me. I just forgot.
Okay. Anywho,
Get that name, it's so good.
Bundle is giving emphasis on the we need to have a private conversation. And maybe we should talk terms at the tavern. Like right now.
Alright, you escort her out of the temple and like urge her like follow us. Dash and Fell, is there anything else you guys are aiming to do? Oh yeah, you guys were gonna head towards the roasted boot, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we're looking for
Jimothy.
Gymnothy
Jimothy.
and Dunwich.
Alright, you get to the roasted boot, you enter, there you see the fair-haired bartend scrubbing away at some looks like super stew that's caked onto the counter, like and
Hello.
Use vinegar.
and in the back corner by the hearth, you do in fact see a draconic head with obvious striping, as well as a human with a cloaked face, a metal, what looks like a metal gauntlet on their arm, and just quietly thrumming the side of the chair they're on.
What? Out of curiosity, what color is the dragonborn?
Zebra striped.
So black and white.
White with black stripes.
Meanwhile, Dash is technically black with white stripes because of all of his tattoos.
My God, this is the zebra. This is the zebra conversation all over again.
Dash looks at himself, looks at the other dragonborn. Huh.
So weird.
Well, let's go
Start
over.
drinking.
Val starts going over.
Dash follows. Excuse me, are you guys Gymnothy and Dunwich?
I'm Dunwich. Exclaims the dragon.
Says,
Oh, Dragonborn. Okay.
Dash looks to Veliana. You have the floor, Pel.
It's a pleasure to meet you two. We got some information from a scholar named Osborne Fastfoot that one of you know that you know about that one of you know about liches or stopping critical necrosis.
The finger throwing stops on the chair beside you.
Looks to Gymnothy.
No, that that is Gymnothy. I'm gonna get confused.
The hood is still down is still like forward facing you. It's still up, but it's covering them mostly. You can't catch a glimpse of their face underneath it. You see their metal armlet just slowly shrinking back into the interior of the chair next to their body.
We really don't want to bother, but one of our friends suffered a horrible accident, and he doesn't have long to live. We were hoping to get some help.
Dunwich clears their throat. I would recommend you guys come. It's not a good. Well, it's a bad time of the month for things to discuss regarding the dead. I think I'm going to take my leave right now. And he just picks up his mug of ale and just waltzes right back to the counter, like. You hear a long, bedraggled sigh come from the hood. What more could you possibly want that has not already been taken?
Insight. Was that directed at us or not at us?
You're the only ones around, so.
Excuse me?
The metal armlet moves and withdraws the hood, and you see a woman with black scarring all up the right side of her face into the hairline, which is now basically a receding hairline around, forming like half of a halo behind her head. Her once shiny auburn hair now a dull, like rotting wheat texture, as she has these what looks like 4 claw marks just going up the side of her right cheek, past her ear, where there should be an ear, but now they're just like a folded, like what looks like an exacerbated mole, just clawing it back to the rear of her crown, which just all like caked, like it's like 4 black trenches going up the side of her face into the back of her head.
Dash stays quiet.
So does Fel.
Sit down, have a drink. Talk with the dead alive for a while, for a spell.
Fel looks to Dash.
How does Dash respond? Fuck.
That's for you, Janissa!
If this is something you don't wish to talk about, we can always look elsewhere.
Yeah, he basically says, if you don't want to talk about this, you don't have to. Brett?
1 second.
Okay.
No, by all means, investigate the oddity before you. Please, have a seat.
And just kicks over a stool. All I am is a resource. I'm not even a person anymore. First the scholars, then the magical adept, and now just the common peoples. Come and look at the woman who should be dead but isn't.
Fel speaks up. We only asked because one of our friends who should be dead isn't. And he's going to be dead. 9 months. We
had a run-in with a Draco Lich.
You made that word up. Get out of my face.
It was a skeletal dragon by the name of Von Clay. Von Clay the Revenant. He was relatively...
No connection to me. I was...
A phylactery got lodged into our friend's ribcage. Where he's alive now.
Touching story. I was chosen by a lich as a sacrificial maiden about 300 years ago, and I have been neglected the option of turning off forever in that time. I was cursed to live like this. Death is a blessing. The French consider himself lucky.
Sorry, I'm just trying to think of what to say.
She spits.
Yeah.
She spits into the hearth.
For you, maybe. But the matter of fact is that we did not come. Is that we did not. We were just looking for a way, a lead with with only a name in mind, because our friend wants to live. If you don't want to tell us anything, then fine. We'll take our business elsewhere. But and I'm sorry that you had to go through that. Although I don't really think he's sorry is going to do anything. So she shrugs. We just want to help someone we care about.
She massages her temple with a very bony looking right hand. I don't know what use I can be of you. All I am is a depository of stories, and even I don't know how I've gone this long without completely losing my wits. Probably because I'm stubborn. And
Someone called that a good thing.
Dash mentally whispers and whistles innocently.
I'm not familiar with these draconic liches. I only know of the draconic cults that are scouring the countryside. What exactly do you want of me?
We just want to know how are you kept from dying? Who did that, and are they still around?
The lich who touched me so was named Gulen. He was He was formerly a dwarven archmage, but decided that the rooms of men were too good for him. And then while I was passing by with a traveling troupe, he decided to keep me as a token of affection, and then slaughtered my entire travelers. He kept me around because he found me entertaining. Something he did to me that first night has prevented me from dying ever since. I was stuck with him for 149 years and 5 months.
How did you escape him?
Would you believe that after 149s, he lowered his guard enough to let me poison him? So under the illusion of foreplay, I shoved a hose into his mouth and pumped him full of holy water until he melted into the earth.
Out of character. Oh, Jesus! That's metal.
We had just killed the cleric of Golev. I can still hear his delightful burbles to this day. I'm so sick of it. I'm glad one of the ears is gone, because I don't want to hear it anymore, yet it still resides in my brain.
Have you ever tried to seek out anyone to reverse what's happened to you so that you could regain your mortality or move on.
After about the 1st century, you give up on finding solace. After the 2nd one, you just give in entirely and just decide, you know what, I'm here until the end, it appears.
Here until the what?
The bitter
Your mic's-
end.
Oh. So your mic's breaking up a bit, so.
Ugh.
Well, thank you, either way, for sharing this story with us.
Glad to oblige. Do the kind decency of at least buying me some of the finest wine that Mr. Hercules has to offer.
With pleasure.
If a way to reverse severe necrosis existed, do you think it would help you?
Maybe.
I mean,
As far as I know, the only way to deal with that is the highest of high magics, and I can't afford that shit.
Damn it.
Take my wine.
God damn it, Parker!
How much is the fine wine?
The fine wine will run you back about 7 gold.
I got it.
Alright.
7 gold.
And
Damn.
I'm Dashigan, by the way.
I would say I'm pleased to meet you, but nothing pleases me these days.
Feliana, and it was nice to meet you, Miss... Oh, I guess I gotta rename
Gymnethia
nice-
Belanti.
It was nice to meet you, Gymnethia Belanti. And I guess we start to head back.
yep.
Oh wait. On the way back, Fel's gonna look to Dash. Oh right, I nearly forgot. She ruffles through her bag and pulls out the Phoenix insignia coin.
Dash blinks.
You asked me to give this back to you when you when we met again. Well,
Dash, as she holds it, cups her hand, tries to cup her hand so her hand closes over the coin.
I didn't tell you to give it back.
He says with a smile.
You're sweet.
He chuckles.
Alright,
And now we head back.
now you all meet back up at the tavern homestead, where there are half a dozen wagons unloading stuff into the tavern, as well as a few very confused peoples looking about, just holding scrolls and knapsacks over their back.
I was not informed of this.
Oh, the furniture. That's great.
Furniture.
Well, we are building a bar, aren't we?
Oh, right. I didn't think we'd be... Did you, hire employees already as well?
I believe that was Bundles. Area. But
Are we even ready to have employees?
Saying this, having hired Karis as an employee.
yeah, that was probably a bad idea, but
mean, Garrett's just sitting there cackling with glee as she sees barrels being slowly edged closer and closer to the tavern in the final wagon.
Karis is like, I'm gonna make these motherfuckers and myself so much money.
And as you guys notice that, Bundle, Ranya, and a curious new follower approach the tavern.
Oh, hey, Bundle, Ranya, and Fel looks up.
Hey, Bundle Running.
Slowly looks up.
Questions later inside.
Okay.
Report Julie.
Hello, sir, Mr. Ranya. We can interview for that. Slam.
What?
Are we sure we need that many employees?
Why were they asking for me?
Looks to Bundle.
Okay.
Ranya, your name is on the deed, so you're the landowner.
Oh, yeah.
You're the landlord.
Oh, so I am.
And so you are.
I am the best landlord, for I delegate.
Bundle just says, if you don't mind dealing with that, I'll get them up to speed.
Okay. Ranya goes outside. Y'all got a pen?
Half of them do. They pull out. There are 8 people currently outside. 4 of them pull out quills and ink, and the other 4 are like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Okay,
Y'all.
let's get started.
Now,
I'm gonna smell like I'm gonna smell like ink for a while, ain't I?
probably, my lord.
Are you gonna hire all of them?
Probably not.
Wait,
I would.
these
Wait.
are the hires?
You
thought these were the
decide what
people
positions
who-
you need to fill.
Oh, okay, that's what's happening. Okay, I thought that it's people that want me to sign for the acquisition of materials.
No,
There's
I
one
think
person
these
that-
are like these are prospective employees.
Oh,
I don't think we need all 8 of them.
okay.
I mean, starting out. starting
Ranya
out,
gestures
everybody-
all of them over to a tree where they're going to have a sit down, and he is going to interview them all one by one. And that will be taking place after
Post session.
probably.
I may have
post-session.
screwed up the math. How many people did you ask for?
He asked for 9, 3 skilled and 3 skilled and 6 simple, if I'm correct.
Huh.
I think we're down 1.
I'll fix that.
It's fine.
No, he's just running late. He got stuck
what-
in cart traffic.
But was I right on my math?
I mean that.
You were right.
I
that
remember.
5 o'clock traffic is horrible.
I remember that, but I don't remember. But I don't remember what the fuck. What the fuck I'm doing for math tomorrow. That's great.
Good
It's
job.
okay. Move forward.
But Bundle asks after everyone's inside, he gestures them all towards the to the more open area, so that way they can talk things out. To which Bundle immediately asks the giant friend, "All right, you're going to tell me where exactly you found that, and why you've been asking about it all around town."
Found what?
Bundle, have you even asked her name?
It's a stressful situation, Fel. Give me a moment.
Well, you see, I am from the Dank Hollow. Or at least the entire clan are from the Dank Hollow.
What?
The dank hollow.
Yeah.
Blame the dungeon master, not me. He's the one that named these things.
It's apparently a place.
I do remember seeing it on the map.
Same.
You know, we're rather peaceful folk. We're quite happily to live inside. Live within the boundaries and mind our
Very
own
chill.
business. But then one day, we saw a fire from the edge, and so we went and investigated. And that was when we found one of the other clans slaughtered to the last man. And the only thing we had found was the symbol that one of the warriors may have taken from the intruder.
And does she show the symbol?
Yes.
Fell as she looks at the symbol, she's like, oh!
Yeah, Dash is takes a deep breath in. You don't say.
Oh, good. Then we are of the same accord then. But Bundle is going to read her with insight to see if the story checks out. At least,
So a fell.
intuition.
Yeah, just like looking at her, like her body language, seeing if she's telling the truth.
Dash is going to fact check her another way and ask,
Were the bodies of the youths mostly missing?
No. They were all dead. It was quite unpleasant.
Must be a different sect of them then. The MO I know is they take the youths alive.
Well, unfortunately, my people are not very easy to deal with, so it may have been... They may have decided they bit off more than they could chew and decided to wipe us all out.
I mean, to be fair, you do have quite the intimidating...
And I am just a healer. I'm not even a fighter. Well, I say healer, but truthfully, I am a healer in training to be elder.
Healer in training to be elder.
so, what's that 22 insight get Bundle, though?
I don't know. Is she lying? I highly doubt she's lying.
Would be, as far as you guys know, she is telling the truth.
Well, yeah, I mean, Bundle's like, seems to check out with me. But, he does say that, well, we are no fans of that little club that seems to be going around making a nuisance of them. We've had more than a few run-ins with them.
We are no fans either. That is why the elders have sent me out. I am to find out more about these people and hopefully stop them.
I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but you really won't be able to stop them alone.
I think that's why she's here, to get help.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't catch up on that.
Well, first I must find out about them, and then I can formulate a plan in which to try to stop them.
Oh, well then, you might want to sit down. We have quite a story to tell you.
Would you like some tea? I can.
Tea would be lovely. Thank you very much.
What time of day is it?
Phil, go make some tea.
It's, mid-afternoon.
Okay, yeah. Too early. Okay.
Too early for drinks. Hey, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Now,
That's what Kara says. 5 o'clock somewhere.
well then, he just let's Val go ahead and tell the story since he's a better storyteller than he is.
Yeah.
And he's going to deal with the things that need to be put into the bar and drags Dash.
Alright, so as Fel comes back with tea, she places a cup in front of Brian, but Felt wouldn't really know that in character. And she sits down herself. Ah, yes, pardon my manners. My name is Feliana Fisavane Elianari Tadare.
My character blinks. Oh,
One eye, then
that
the
is
other.
right. That is right. Names are something your kind do.
Normally, yes.
It's nice to meet you.
And you are?
We have no names.
Oh,
Our friends and family decide our names for us. But I suppose, if anything, you may call me Brenna.
Bareback.
hold on, can you repeat that?
I suppose, if anything, you may call me Brenna.
Well, it's very nice to meet you, Brenna.
Although, if you find something better you would prefer to call me, that would be welcome as well.
We'll see about it. We'll see about that. So, she claps her hands together. Time for a very long story. And Fel regales the tale of how they, of the chosen and how they related to this party and all the encounters they've been suffering through currently up until now.
Okay, I'm back.
Brenna looks very contemplative for a moment.
And then we met you.
It would seem our enemies are the same. Therefore,
Yes.
I will accompany you.
Well, that's nice to hear. It would be. Honestly, I'm just happy to have another girl on the team. We don't. The main cat. Damn it! Words me. Words.
Telling you, I was real sick of this sausage fest.
That's
one way to put it.
Meanwhile, in the background, Bundles trying to direct Dash to move all the heavy things that are being moved in. Over here!
Alright.
No, too far.
Drops it on Bundle's tail.
Damn it!
But honestly, I'm kind of just happy to have another girl on the team. Being around the guys are nice, but well, she listens to Bundle the other room. That.
I'm trying.
That sounds rather painful.
The point of the exercise is to get everything inside and not on top of me!
It would appear men are the same no matter where one goes.
But it's nice to have you on the team. You said you were a healer.
Oh, yes. I am in training to be the medic. To be a healer of my clan. I am also a worshipper of Golem.
Hold up, give me a second. I need to look through my notes. Oh,
God,
healing god.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I never saw how you pronounce that, so I'm just like, And Fel smiles. That's really going to come in handy. I'm personally I'm personally the more music-driven of the group, more for diplomacy and magic alike. Dashigan, the tall dragon fellow that you saw before, resident frontliner, barbarian to say the least.
Probably mentioned the fact he's a survivor of the cult.
Oh no, yeah, Phil definitely mentioned that.
He's already regaled her with the stories, and my character just decides, I'm coming with you guys. You don't get an option.
And she's just like, welcome aboard!
Bundle can't really protest. He's too busy moving shit in. So
Exactly.
The one outside,
Kind of thing.
the one outside, the fairly small, that's Rania. He's a druid with a fascination for berries. 1,000-yard stare.
I mean, I could
My
not give
clan
you
also
any
has a druid. They are not fascinated with berries.
Huh. Wonder how that's like. And finally, we have. No, not finally. We also have Bundle of Arrows, the tabaxi that you. He is he's very skilled bow. And of course, Undalin, although we don't really know where she is at the moment.
She sneezes behind you.
Ah! And Karis, although she's going to be staying here more than, although she's going to be staying here while we're out traveling. But yeah, that's the group.
It is a pleasure to meet all of you. If you are not familiar with my kind, I am the Fearbog.
Does Fel know about Fearbog?
Roll a name. Intelligence
Nature.
check with advantage.
An intelligence check?
Yes.
Alright, here we go. No! Parker! Okay, he almost had me roll wisdom, Jesus Christ.
Sure, blame the bird.
I am blaming the bird!
You remember from your basic education that Firbolg are basically like elvish giants that tend to forests. They tend to live in isolation, so this one coming from a clan is very interesting to you because you never heard of that before.
Oh. I've only heard about I've only Firbolg before. Well,
We do not like to leave our forest, but when an entire clan is killed overnight, it tends to be
yeah,
a motivation. After all, they may come back and decide to attempt to kill more clans.
that is true. Well, happy to have you on board. Now I'm going. Now, if you excuse me, I need to go check on how those two are doing.
I shall come and assist.
Great. Now I wonder how Bun Dash doing.
How are we doing?
Beepus.
By this point, you're just signing off on the delivery. The half-elven boy in the sideways cap is like, "Yeah, thanks.
sign, and yeah, you don't have to tip, but it's.
Bundle gives him 3 gold.
Thanks. Astratal blaze upon you, and thumbs up. Very hesitant. Walks on out.
Gives him a thumbs up and waves goodbye, and looks at Dash and says, "Alright, now we just gotta make sure that everything beats over here," he says, pointing to the barrels. Gets down in the cellar where Karis is, and... wait, where is she?
Oh God!
You hear menacing giggling coming from the cellar.
Oh, she's already in position.
Yeah, I'm on it. Dash starts getting all the barrels down into the cellar. And as he does, so how do your side of things go during the investigation?
Well, as far as gathering information, we had a little help with running this divination spell, and might have a lead. Apparently, we should go check out a dragon's lair.
I mean, we know a dragon.
Coincidental, yes. Let's hope that that's where our luck takes us.
So as they're talking, I am going to just jump in and start helping to carry barrels downstairs.
Karis or the Furbolg?
Yes.
Earballs.
Oh, hello there.
I count as one size larger.
This is true. They're probably like standard barrel your size.
Hello. I have come to help.
Well, I suppose we wouldn't see the harm, but there's no need. You're a guest.
Oh yeah, Bundle. She decided to join the team.
Oh, that was quick. Oh, well, then by all means, go ahead.
Ronnie's still outside, apparently doing interviews.
How is that going?
That's a good question.
Unless we want to do that.
Gonna be...
By this time, 4 more applicants have arrived.
Oh God! Oh God!
Rania makes a,
There are 3 humans, 2 dwarfs, a half-orc, a halfling, a gnome, an elf, a kobold, and a gnoll, as well as a kenku, up for positions.
Which positions we would have would be what? Cook, bartender, and...
Cook, bartender. Would we have a guy washing the
I would assume like someone to oversee it all, like a general secretary or like a overseer.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Out of all the people, how many are we going to hire?
General manager, your cook, and your bartender would be your skills.
Here's what I had in mind. The cook, bartender, and the general manager will be the skilled workers.
Then 1 or 2 waiters or waitresses.
Two waitresses for now until we can afford more, and the rest will be cooking dishes or cleaning.
Can you put that down in a list? And did you tell Ronnie about this before you had him go do this?
Oh God!
Retroactively, yes.
Because you basically just shunted this off on Rania.
I forgot that was in your name.
Yeah, I'm thinking probably only the 3 skilled workers. Above game, I'm thinking only the 3 skilled workers and 3 unskilled workers. 2 for waitresses and 1...
There are currently 4 with skills, and the other 8 are just unskilled.
Yeah, I'm saying I don't think we need any more than 6 people total.
I have a list ready. I'm just gotta post it. Just give me 1 second.
Very good. Doesn't take an army to run a bar. And we currently got an army applying.
It doesn't require an army, but it takes people who are competent, and Rania has to go through these people and figure out who is the most competent for the job.
Yes. But
He would like to have a even split between the sexes, but he is not set on that decision.
So where did you work? So where did you work before this? Oh, you know, I worked at Ye Olde Spirit Halloween.
God forbid.
They're fucking everywhere. They took over my shop, Co.
Oh
that
God!
got abandoned.
Whenever a store dies, a Spirit Halloween is born in its place.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
Cool. Okay. So Rania will probably be doing that off screen for a while.
I'm personally figuring we're probably not gonna stick on that too long, realistically.
We could relegate to the housekeeping potentially.
I mean, it is. Rania thought that this kind of thing would have been like done between everyone as a group, but
I mean, I agree personally.
I mean, we were just getting done putting things in. We would have thought you would have at least started on the application process, got the names and shit.
Well,
what?
Sorry, Barker bit my foot.
I think he's saying no, but he wants us to back him up.
No, I want this to be a group decision because these are going to be the NPCs at a tavern. I imagine they're going to somewhat matter to us because we're going to be working with them, and they're going to be working for us. They're going to be named NPCs.
Your bird is in a mood tonight.
Huh?
I'll just wait.
Go ahead, Nova.
Oh, the bird.
What I was going to say is we just get through the story about what's going on with the current crew to get character up to speed, and then once that was done, all the equipment's inside, we transition over to Rania, who is probably just grilling someone who just did something completely stupid, and then we bring them inside for the actual interview.
right.
Oh, come on! I know the hiring process and how great that can go.
So we bring all the people in to interview them as a...
Pretty much put them in a hot seat.
I guess we do that then.
I'm just imagining we're all sat at a table, just looking at this one at the current person in front of us, just like. So tell us why we should hire you.
It's like Shark Tank.
Shark Tank! Oh my God, no!
The real question is, do we want to do that post-session as housekeeping?
I say yes.
Yes.
If we're gonna do that post-session, it's probably gonna be without Feliona because Panda won.
We'll do like a times. We'll do like a previously on next time, I guess, so Feliana can join in on it and just stick to primary story for today.
Yeah, well, we can come back to this. That gives me more time to flush them out.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah, we can have a flashback sequence.
Yeah.
Indeed.
What the fuck was that?
I have no idea.
That wasn't me. I don't have a dog.
I think that was Brett.
But anywho, after we send all the peoples away...
Yeah, you tell them you'll make a decision in the next day. Anyway, now what?
Rania has slowly sipped from a drink after a long day of interviewing.
I kind of figured we'd be heading out in the next day.
Heading out to where?
Well, you can always leave the notes with Karis and she can send them on.
Killian?
You don't know
Do
that.
you know how to get there?
Yeah, hold on. Has Bundle said any of this to anyone?
Yeah, Dash asked what lead did you find, and he said He said we needed to find a dragon's lair, and Dash was like, well, we do know a dragon.
Okay.
Yeah, I did say that.
So yeah, mine and Dash's mind says like, well, we got a direction to go, so might as well go that way. Here.
We also have Fort. Yeah, we have a lot of shit to do.
The GM points to the threads list.
Yeah, we know.
The character is dying. Do we really want to go off and do fetch quest? Well,
Yeah, Bundle has lich cancer.
yeah, I would like to do that,
Does
but
that mean the Dracolich has jumped up the threads list?
Yes.
What
The
did you?
Dracolich has went from question mark to arguably thread number 1.
I'll put it between Owl and the Chosen.
I mean, I'm not saying that we shouldn't go.
As far as I know, the owl thing is not something that can be done anything about, or at least she has told me that nothing can be done about it. Ronnie has given up on that.
Alright, so... what's your guys' thing?
Dash will bring it up.
Eliana, do you think we should try to find Anihala?
Fell tenses up. I don't know. All I know is that she said she needed time, and I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty sure she's still at the beach. So we Fel looks to Bundle. If he's in there, I don't know if he's in there.
I'm gonna say he's not.
Fel looks to the general direction of Bundle. She goes over. Hey, Bundle? Should... From what I guessed, I think we're heading out soon, right?
Yep. He says as he has feet kicked up on the new paper.
Should we go find Annie?
Pretty sure she doesn't want to see me.
Well, I mean, even though she doesn't want to see you, don't you think it's a good idea to at least tell her where we're going or what we're going to do?
Of course.
Just not from you.
Bingo. He says as he stands up and stretches. If I was to go to her right now, it would destroy anything that she would have, any sort of courage you would have built up to come back. I've already compromised her emotionally just by how circumstance has. I believe she needs to see the face of someone she knows and trusts. He says as he puts his hand on her shoulder.
You know, I was fucking terrified when she started. Still was.
Did she cut out for anyone else?
Oh
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Sorry. You know, I was was goddamn terrified when she started flying away. Not because of the wings, just because... Well, I didn't know if I would ever see her again. Again.
Well, when you think about it, you found her once, and I'm one of the best damn trackers you know. You know I could find her again.
She said she's told me she was going to she was going to look out at the sea.
But then you know where you need to go. I myself, I have a tavern to help set up before we leave.
Alright. I'll be right back.
Do you guys want to spend the rest of the session doing employee Hello?
No, it's more like Bundle saying, I can't be in this one, otherwise she's probably just going to run away again.
So Fel's going to go look for Annie. Near the docks, overlooking the sea.
Alright. As you exit your homestead and enter the city, you see a shadow above you, and you hear...
Fel looks up,
It's a
confused.
bird just circling you, about 10 foot above you.
Like, is it circling specifically Fel?
Seems to.
Or
It's,
just
it's like in about a 20-foot radius, so it's like...
Yeah, so it's just so Fel just like looks up there confused. I was like, he's probably looking for scraps, and then just keeps walking, keeping her eyes peeled to see if she
make your way through the passageways and the alleyways, heading towards the docks. You actually hear it again as it descends a little bit and wavers above you. Roll an investigation check.
How good is my investigation? Pretty good. Kaboom! Nice.
You think it has something tied to its back. It's hard to see because you're looking up into the sun, kind of like...
Oh god. The light! Fel looks up confused as she stops.
It lands on a railing about 10 feet in front of you. Indeed, it looks like it has a slip of paper tied to its back with some red and gold cord.
Fel carefully moves forward as to not to spook the bird.
You get to the bird, it nibbles at your finger.
Yeah. I was expecting Parker to do that, but he didn't. But she carefully unties the slip of paper that's stuck on its back, or tied to its back.
Yeah, you unfurl it. You recognize the handwriting. It's Annie Hollis. It reads, I think I'm going to vote to postpone the proceedings.
Now, hold up really quickly, because Fel's a bit confused when she says proceedings.
And there's a little bit of a scrap of paper attached, like Article 4, subsection 2 of the laws of kin regarding the negotiations post death of heirs.
Phil stands there for a little while before she, out of instinct, crumples the paper slightly in her hand taking a deep breath as she mutters to herself, like, "Oh, come on, not again." And she heads back to the tavern.
Did you not read all of it?
That was all that was on the paper, right? Or because according to Brett, that's all that was
Yep.
there. Just a scrap of paper and the I think I'm going to I'm voting to postpone the proceedings. And Fel freaking out at her sister running away again. Not freaking out, but like more just like she heads back to the tavern. And when she gets back, she tries to find Bundle, looking around.
He's not too far. He looks like he's just adjusting chairs.
She walks up to him. She left. Again.
There's a pause. Hesitance before he actually speaks. He says, "Well, then it can't be helped. We'll just have to find her again." He says, looking to Fel, giving her a hopeful smile.
Fel just kind of looks like she kind of has like this depressed look on her face. I think I know where she went. She says that she shows him the note that she left and the scrap of paper. We had recently gotten a letter regarding the inheritance that our father left. We were supposed to be in around 4 weeks, less than 4 weeks' time. We're supposed to be in Tammin, or else we would be considered forfeit from the proceedings.
So she is back at the estate?
I have no clue. I've tried looking for her before, Bundle. This is... I don't know. I dare say she's better at covering her tracks than...
You wound me.
She did it for 12 years.
Well, that being said, we cannot help with the actions of what your sister does. She's only doing what she believes best for herself right now. As much as I want her back, trust me, there's no want. There's a need there. I'm not going to drag her back kicking and screaming, if you catch my drift.
I get it. So she sniffs a bit. So where are we heading to next?
Well, I believe we have our heading towards the mountains to look for a dragon of ours that we have already met before.
Killian?
That would be his name. And I do believe after we converse with our with our soon to be friend, I hope we can make sure that you are in time for your business.
All right. I'm gonna. Well, I never really unpacked from last trip, so I'm just gonna go upstairs.
He nods and goes back to doing more things to set.
Fel goes up to her and Dash's shared room, sits on the bed, and just stares at the wall blankly for like 15 minutes.
Did Dash see or hear any of this?
I don't know, did he? Aww.
I don't know.
Yeah, where was Dash during that entire thing?
I don't know. I got kind of kidnapped to set up a bar.
Well, there you get. Well, there.
If I get wrong perception.
They were there setting up the bar together, Dash, so probably you were there.
Alright.
Ba-da-ba.
Mind if I go join our bundle?
Do as you wish.
Alright. Dash goes to join and comfort Beliana.
She's just sitting there, staring at the wall. What a nice wall. Is that mahogany?
He sits next to her, offering her a one-armed hug.
We'll find her again. I promise.
I don't know. Sometimes I don't even think she wants to be found by anyone. Fel sighs and speaks again. Back when she was there, she was there. It was around 2 years after our mother had mysteriously left. My father used to hit us with this horribly studded belt that he had. Don't even know what he had. It was so tacky. After she left, let's just say it got worse. The beatings on my end became more common, and soon enough, he actually had a set tool for that. A small whip with silver with small silver ends that cut deep into your so deep into your skin it was like you were getting apart by a very big cat. I hated her for the longest time. I hated her not because she left. I know she left. We all did. I hated her because she left me. I don't know why she left. She left me or Henrik. But it just... She shakes her head and rubs her face with both her hands. Why didn't she take me?
Dash.
You don't have to respond if you don't want to, but that was just Fel venting.
I know. He's gonna try to respond.
Great!
We try as we might. We can't change the past. It's already come and gone. But we're both older now, both more experienced. We can try to keep the mistakes of the past from happening again. And we can find her. We will find her.
Didn't seem like she wanted to be found. Or even cared, for that matter. She Fel bites the inner part of her, like she bites the gums on her lower lip, like, you know what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
Yeah, that. I'm just scared, because last time she left, something horrible happened. And I was so terrified when she left again. Because I thought I would never see her again. And now I'm scared that I might be proven right. And I really don't want to be. Because... Dash, what's the point of going after someone that doesn't want to be found? I know I'm talking about my own sister here, but... what's the point?
Trying to think of how to respond to this properly.
Nothing like family issues. Not family matters. Steve Urkel doesn't.
The point is to never give up. Not on yourself, not on those you love. I've refused to give up hope for my own family. I refuse to give up hope on your family. And I hope you refuse to give up hope on Anyala as well. Right. It might very well be a selfish thought to not give up on those you love, but I think in reality, when we're at our lowest and all we want to do is run away, that's when in reality we need each other the most, need our family the most. Need someone to reassure us that it'll be okay. Have someone there even if we want to push them away.
I really hope she's at the estate when we come back. I really hope she is. Val takes a deep breath. Small tear trickles down her trickles down her face. But we can't really worry about that right now. We gotta find Killian.
Dash nods.
Thanks, Dash. She leans against him as she leans against him as he one arm hugs her. Rude boy! No! Bad!
Yeah, he fully embraces her, letting her rest there. And okay, click something real quick just to
No!
read it easier.
You're banned. Gonna have to.
You're seeking an omen?
For our decision to seek out Killian, yes. Augury. So basically, will it be good results, bad results, good and bad results, or nothing especially good or bad? And this is fluffed as I'm consulting with my ancestors.
Two ancestors appear, one representing weal, one representing woe.
So good and bad?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Dash will make sure to make this known to everyone. Like, way open, he looks to Felion. I've consulted with my ancestors.
That was quick.
They think that our decision to seek out Killian will bring both good and bad results.
Well, she takes a deep breath. Let's hope it's more good than bad.
I'll make sure to let the others know as well.
All right.
Which, next time he sees them, he will let them know, hey, ancestors said a thing.
You son of a bitch.
Alright. Is there anything else you guys would like to do before you make decisions?
I'm good, personally.
Rania would like to do his tax.
Will he?
You
Will
have to
he
hire a
commit
general
tax?
manager to help you with those taxes.
Will you commit tax fraud?
No.
More than likely.
Rolling for IRS.
Fuck you. Anyway. Shall we continue?
Yeah, let's go.
Oh my god, one IRS!
You're getting audited.
But yes.
I'm gonna start drinking.
Alright.
Oh, Brenna will ask for one thing, which could be useful.
Cheese?
2 platinum rings worth 50 gold.
Each or all together?
I think it just says all together. She has a spell that would help Dashigan, the barbarian, in their fight.
Ooh.
Layman's turn was it does above game, so that bundle could say, yeah, sure, that's... Because just giving 50 gold to the random newcomer is kind of weird.
She can link the spell.
I'm being afraid.
Oh, warding bond, nice.
And, I need it's 100 gold.
Dash hands over a platinum.
A platinum is worth 10 gold.
Oh, right. Fuck. I'm used to robo amounts. Fuck.
I mean, I could make platinum with 100.
Nah. Well, in that case, I do not have 100 gold on me.
I'm gonna give her 100 gold. You get your rings. And Bundle says we head to those mountains ASAP.
So is it time to use the tree?
And when we head out, Dash, like I said, let them know about the results his ancestors gave him.
Bundle shrugs. That's part of an adventure. Good and bad things happen to us all the fucking time. What else is new?
It's time to head out to the seas of adventure.
Does Feliana send a mail to the Taman estate or whatever to cast her vote on to postpone the proceedings?
Well, depends. Brett, real quick, just because I'm not really good on this sort of thing. What would it mean if two out of the three people that are part of said proceedings decide to postpone?
Since 2 of 3 heirs are asked to postpone, they will postpone it for they will basically extend the lease for an additional 2 months.
Yeah, she's gonna send a letter to postpone the proceedings.
So I'm sorry, it would extend it to 2 months. So you would basically, instead of being there in 4 weeks, you need to be there within 8 weeks.
All right. Yeah, she's gonna send a message to vote to also vote to postpone the proceedings.
All right.
And yeah, that's it for now. Isn't that right, buddy? Is that right? Yeah. You like it.
So we're off to the mountains then?
Yep.
Okay.
Heading to the mountains of adventure.
Brenna will give Dash the ring to wear.
Okay.
Which hopefully fits.
They fit.
Okay, which mountains? The mountains where we went to the underpass?
I know it's been said he's in the mountains near Summerfeld. I feel like that's been said a lot.
He's been spotted near there.
Then that's the best lead that we have.
We also have the bundle radar.
Which Bundle's just going to radar once he gets there.
How many miles is that again?
Doesn't matter, we're teleporting practically.
I want to measure it out on the map.
It's 5 miles.
Like roughly 12 kilometers.
About 8 kilometers, actually.
Fine.
Okie dokie. Are we headed there?
Yes.
Cool.
I found Pocket Parker's off switch.
Alright, so you guys are crossing to Sommerfeld?
That would be the quickest way to the mountains.
Yeah.
Alright.
How many days were we in Redport?
2.
Okay, so I don't get to have my bag of holding yet. Oh well.
We still have a fucking cart that has been unloaded. So it's empty. We can fill it up with
We could take a stone giant.
Of course we can, but that's besides the point right now.
No, I know, but I'm looking at I'm looking at the stats because it's fun.
No.
That's metagamey.
It's
No,
metagaming as fuck.
I'm not. God, it's not like we're going to fight the stone giant.
Also, Britta can speak giant.
Sweet.
Alright,
Jesus.
you pop out at one of the small orchards, the north end. Actually, you pop out at the orchard, just south of Summerfeld, where Bundle was just there.
Wow!
Oh, hey, man.
Feels like yesterday. It probably was.
Was it yesterday?
I don't know.
A lot's been happening. It's felt longer than it probably is.
Yeah, just some students are just hoeing some seeds, and they see you exit out of a tree. You're like, "Aww."
Don't smoke the ganja, kids, as he walks by.
Roger looks at him as he says this.
He smiles the
He
entire time.
looks hard at him.
What? They're developing young minds. They have no need for that.
You hypocritical motherfucker.
Come, Rania.
The way you said that.
So, Bundle, what's your dragon radar sense?
Shh. I'm trying to do that right now. Minute uninterrupted, it says in the text.
God, I feel like we've been in Trut forever. Oh, wait.
We weren't there.
Like a session and a half. So, it's gonna do,
It feels longer.
but beasts and dragons.
No, I just realized. Someone could probably draw a circle about the size of this thing I'm measuring, and we could just keep it around the X, so I don't have to keep doing this.
Feel free.
My phone. There it is. Don't you dare.
Alright, you sense no dragons in your immediate area.
And we have to move forward further into the mountains then.
Yep, you haven't even gone to the mountains yet. You're just at the base of the mountain.
Oh yeah, we gotta go further into the mountains.
I don't think we'll be going to be able to take the cart up into the mountains. There's some rough
There is
terrain up
part
there.
of a trail, but you're not sure how far of it extends into the mountains, is your question.
I wouldn't trust a trail, because if we get stuck on a trail, that basically means we can only go forward and backwards.
I mean, I could probably carry the cart, airlift it if I needed to, depending upon how heavy it is, but...
I'll be back.
I think that circle's about as big as you can see.
That works. But let's pray that we don't have to have you airlift us out of there. 'Cause if that's the case, well, things have already gone. So I guess we trek into the mountains without the cart.
Mm.
Sorry.
Do any of you know what kind of animals or creatures live up in the mountains? Or up in these mountains anyway?
One second. That would be a nature check, right?
Yes. I mean, your idea of what beds in the mountains would probably amount to like, Jesus Christ. I mean, you know, a lot of different types of giants, like the mountains, like fire giants, cloud giants, stone giants, dragons, of course. Occasionally, golems hide in the mountains, as the old children's tales go.
Okay. So very strong, very large enemies.
Yeah, the creatures that live here tend to be durable, or very lithe, able to sneak through cracks.
So probably standard lizards and goats and mountain climbing cats. That
Okay. That's something I can try to account for then.
And besides, even if it's a beast coming near us, I'll be able to see it. But if it's something far bigger, well, we should probably be able to see that with our own eyes. But pretty much every 2.5 miles, Bumble stops and does his prime people.
Alright, you guys move deeper into the mountains. It's a bit of a climb now.
If it gets to that point, I have rope and batons.
So you're looking for beasts and dragons?
It's just how primeval awareness works. I'll get both, but I'm only looking for dragons.
Alright. Still no dragons. Not to your senses.
Alright, I'd say we start going west. Unless anyone has any objections.
I have none.
That sounds good to me.
There's as good a direction as any.
Alright, well, west.
Alright, you head to the west. By this point, nighttime is falling, and you still can't come across any, see no notorious claw marks, no droppings. You can't find anything that tells you the dragons ferry this way.
At this point, we should probably think about making camp.
Yeah. Dash would agree.
And with it as things as they are, there's no way we're going to have enough room to set up the tower. So, sturdy tent it is.
Indeed.
And while everyone's setting up the tent, Bundle sets up the area around the campsite. What would it be to set up traps?
Survival.
Alright. $18.
Alright, what are you setting up?
Setting up a tripwire that when it was a couple of tripwires that when they trip, they would toss one of the not so well made bags full of spice at the target once they cross the actual trip.
Alright.
Basically, instant pepper spray.
Right on. So, you set those up nice and tidy. The sun sets below the rise.
Brenna will actually do the cooking if everyone allows.
Yeah. Which, pretty sure we brought some of the rations Dash bought with us.
I still have the buttload of rations from the last time and the fine cooking utensils, so I give her both.
Alright. What's she making?
A nice hearty stew since we are in the mountains.
Alright. Yeah, you get some cuts of veal, some carrots and herbs that Ronnie has been carrying on him, as well as Bundle. Ronnie even manages to convince you to use a couple of these smaller berries for garnishes.
Actually, she would probably put those in a like a little unleavened whole grain bread that she's baking in the cold.
That'll work too. Berry bread.
Yep, it's a fairly hearty meal.
Well, before everyone goes to bed, Bundle says that he'll go ahead and take second watch for if there is.
Dash will take last watch when day starts to break.
I'll take second watch then.
Bundle has second watch.
Okay. I'll take first watch then.
I offer to help with the watch if anyone wants company.
Panda's muted.
I think having 4 people to do watch would be fine. She can get rest.
Yeah.
So Brenna can take third watch.
Yes. So, who's taking first watch?
Ryan.
I am.
Ah, good. Alright. Y'all set up yourselves the sturdy tent. That brings us to Rania.
Mm-hmm.
It's your favorite time. It's my favorite time.
Perception check.
Perception check.
Alright. 22.
While you're tending to yourself during the night, you hear in the distance flapping of wings moving east. large, leathery wings in the distance.
Say?
While you're tending yourself on your watch, you hear wing beats in the far distance, heading southeast.
Beast?
Making it.
Am I breaking up? Hello?
Hi.
Cursed.
Wing beats. I see.
There we go.
He was asking, can he see what's making the wing beats?
You see... do you have dark vision?
I do not.
You don't see anything in the darkness, but you definitely hear... You recognize the sound of large leathery wings against the air, moving from northwest to southeast.
How far away does it sound like?
Sounds like it's at least a couple kilometers away.
So, but it's heading away from us.
Mm-hmm.
Ronnie makes note of it, but there's not really much you can do about it.
Alright, your watch ends.
Okay.
Bundle's watch.
Yes. Rania goes to wake up Bundle, and it makes him aware of the wing beats he heard and which direction it was going.
Southeast, you say? I suppose that will be our direction unless he moves again.
Do you want to try figuring out if there are any dragons nearby with your sense before I head to sleep?
If you don't mind holding up another minute.
Sure.
And he does it one more time before Ron goes.
The awareness?
Yes.
How detailed of it you get from that?
It says, you can sense whether any of your favorite enemies are present within 5 miles. The feature reveals which of your favorite enemies are present, their numbers, and the creature's general direction and distance in miles from you.
Which
There are
of your
multiple
favorite
groups of
enemies?
the
What does that mean?
either the favorite enemy that I get early on, which was beasts, or my greater favorite enemy, which is dragons.
Oh, so it just tells you what type is nearby.
What type, how many there are, and how far away they are from me. And the direction they...
Alright. You activate it. As soon as you activate it, you sense that there are 3, maybe 4 draconic types circling just south of you, about 7 kilometers.
Just within the range, holy shit.
Bundle opens his eyes and says, they're a lot closer than they were before. There's 4 of them.
Yeah, you
That's
sense
concerning.
3 to 4 large draconics.
Rather big.
That's a little concerning.
But not huge.
Which means they're young.
If anything, that at least tells us we're in the right direction.
Well, not much we can do about it now.
Nope. Best you get to sleep, Rania. We'll have a full day ahead of us tomorrow.
Yeah. Alright. Rania heads off to sleep.
And Bundle stands his watch.
Alright, besides the occasional faraway wing beats, you don't get much on your watch. There's like a little rock lizard breezes over your foot at one point, startling you a little bit, but it's just a little rock lizard. There's like these bulbous, like almost like tumor-like like ridges along its hindquarters.
Blink, blink. Feed me the souls of your enemies!
Shut up!
Bundled toys with the lizard a while before letting it go on. And when his watch ends, he goes over to find Brynja.
Yes, I will take watch.
May the night see you well, he says before heading to bed.
Rest well.
Alright, perception check. It's oddly quiet during your watch.
Are there like trees and such nearby as well?
Not a lot. You're in the tall portion of the mountains where there's not a lot of nutrients to be found unless they're actively gonna penetrate the rock.
Ah. Any sort of nearby animals or anything like that?
Some rock lizards, some horned toads, a small hawk circles about 20 yards away.
Would it be possible to use this to see if if the animals around would be willing to help keep watch with over my friends, my companion?
A couple of the horned toads approach and nibble on some of the bread you offer, and offer to keep you company.
Thank you very much. Do I see anything else, or just probably not with a perception of 8?
Not a lot.
And it's probably Dash's turn.
And I have a thing I can potentially do.
Yeah, once her turn is up, she will get that.
Welcome back. Did Bundle let Brenna know about the dragon?
I would say, yeah, he would have told her about him. They're
Okay.
probably going to go southeast.
Alright, so Brenna wakes Dash up.
Yes,
My turn already.
I am afraid so.
Alright,
It has
I've
been
got
nearly quiet except for the lizards.
Lizards.
Yes, rock lizards and horn lizards.
Yeah,
They're very friendly.
good to know. Alright, I'll start watching.
And Dash proceeds to keep watch.
Alright, perception check.
Hey, good job.
Nice.
Some, as the morning approaches, you do manage to catch some of those loud, leathery wing beats that, are now heading north, just west of you.
I look in that direction.
You see in the very far distance what appears to be some very, very, like, a good few kilometers away, some winged lizards making their way north.
How far away would that be in miles?
Like about
If I was
3
able to-
miles away.
If I was able to extend my vision by 1 mile, would I be able to get a better look at them to see what color scales they have?
Sure.
Okay, because the other thing I can do with Consult the Spirits is clairvoyance.
Nah.
And instead of an invisible sensor, it is an invisible ancestor.
Ghosts are actually starting to become handy.
Yes, I can
Ghost-
scout. I can really scout.
Ghostbusters.
But yeah, basically, I
can
summoned an
see.
ancestor for sight beyond sight to try and get a better look at the dragons by placing the ancestor as far as I can in an obvious location I can see and point
Alright.
them towards the dragons.
The closer you get to them, you
Dragon
manage to pick out that the draconics seem to have long, spindly necks. They are pinkish, light red in color, and they have one pair of legs.
That
That's
It
a
sounds like-
wyvern.
That sounds like wyverns.
Does Dash know what a wyvern is?
I don't know, does he?
I'm gonna go ahead and roll a nature check.
Yes, you know what
Know what
wyverns are.
Good to know. Oh, he keeps that information in mind, thanks his ancestor for lending him their eyes, and finishes the rest of his watch as he waits.
Wheels coming on!
My great uncle Thrax.
I would have thought that they'd be a bigger fan of Jeopardy.
I'm gonna say that was great, Uncle Thrax.
I would have said the price is right.
We all know that the Price is Right is rigged.
Eh.
For you poor people.
You're one of them.
Yeah, he just waits for everyone else to wake up, and he tells them what he saw.
Oh, good. And we don't have to go that way.
Didn't you want the poison that they have?
I mean, I do, but... Well, I guess while we're here, it wouldn't hurt. No. Does Bundle know how wyverns work versus how dragons work in terms of asking for things?
Like, excuse me there, may you point me to the nearest poison?
Like, I would figure that wyverns would be more primal than a dragon.
Are wyverns sentient? Is the big question.
I don't know,
wyverns
dragon nerd. Do you know about these subspecies of dragon?
No, that would be a history check. Never
Are
mind.
wyverns people?
Just gonna find
They are not.
21. Does he know it?
You know that they are cunning, but they do not have the intelligence of true dragons.
Okay, so yeah, it would be more of me talking to a beast than it would be talking to a sentient being, which then, in its own right, has its own flaws. So, once we get the information from Killian, he'll attempt to get what he needs from them, but he's not going to make a big habit if he doesn't get it. So-
I'm going to give the wyverns charm berries.
And just like that, the wyvern population skyrocketed that day.
Yay!
That sounds terrifying.
And just like that, the wyvern population grew 3 sizes. Hey.
They'll probably do that. Think, we can actually repopulate the pandas.
Christ.
Not even touching that.
Anyway,
He's going to do primeval awareness again, noting the fact that there are the wyverns to their west.
And as you activate your primeval awareness, you only sense them to the west, and as you turn it off, for some reason, your gut's telling you that maybe you should explore the entire mountain range, not just heading one direction.
This is a large range.
Plus, you guys noted you started almost at the edge, but went inward without checking the very edge.
This is true.
So we should head towards the edge.
Yeah. Your hunter says like, okay, start at one end, and since this is basically one long line, just kill off that end and then move on to the rest of it.
Yeah.
Back.
And since we're doing that, first, he's gonna look for a tree big enough for them to walk out of. That's in this location. Like, even if it's a dead tree, we can do something with it.
Even if it's a mushroom tree.
Click clack.
Paddywhack.
Just remember, if it's a mushroom tree, Bundle might decide to try to use it for poison.
No, we've been down that road.
And it was a fun road.
Oh, by the way, if we want me to scout like that again, I'll need to take a short rest.
Alright, you can get a nap at some point. Sleep on a rock.
Sleep on a rock.
Sun yourself.
I guess it depends on how quickly we're heading out.
Well, I mean, we just woke up. So, you can, I guess, take your time. Says Bundle as he starts to undo the tent.
I guess Dash attempts to get a short rest in while we're waking up.
Time to undo the tent.
Yeah, you get a short rest.
Yay! My scouts are back.
And was I able to find a tree?
Are you trying to spot one out, or are you just trying to find one here in this immediate area?
Here in this immediate area, so we can come back to this point and go
You
south.
find nothing. There's a lot of shrubber. There's a bit of like raw scrub, but nothing. In the pure mountains, land here. You're traversing pure rock for the most part.
At best, we'll.
Yeah.
So then, he will say that
I lost you for 10 seconds.
should we need to, we'll just pop out of the orchard next to Summerfeld again. That's the closest place with trees. It's still nearby.
We're gonna really fuck with the orchard people there, coming out of the trees, and then coming out of the trees again.
I mean, there's also some trees at the very, very base of the mountain that you just discovered now. You don't have to come out of the orchard.
While you guys are doing stuff, I need to answer the call of nature. Here.
Go do it. But Bundle just says we'll just go to the northeast till we run out of mountain, and then we'll port back to down near the base of the mountains by Summerfeld.
Alright. In the meantime, we need to keep our eyes peeled.
Tis my specialty, my dear. My specialty.
Traversal!
Woo!
But once we get to the edge, he's going to do his primal awareness and look for traps.
Should we roll perception for like on the way as we walk as we get to the edge, or?
I would think so. Well, I did say every 2.5 miles, I'm pinging for draft. UAV online.
Perk not yet unlocked. Deploying Doggo.
Damn it! Well, I guess not, damn it. You're good, fine.
Darn it.
So right there, you do it again. You don't sense anything, not even the wyverns. You do notice some... What?
Go ahead, sorry.
Grayson?
Yes.
You said something?
No, I didn't say anything.
Wasn't me.
It's in my head. Nothing, however, Brenna, you notice some carvings into the side of one of the passages you take that you recognize.
Let me guess, they are giant runes.
No.
Oh.
They are the territorial markings of a troll.
Ow, that hurt.
Stop.
What?
I point out the runes. I believe there is a troll nearby. This could be dangerous.
Troll? Have we fought a troll before?
You watched a troll get decimated once.
All right.
Yeah, what's a troll?
Oh yeah, that's a troll.
Guess
Even
we're going to have
Bundle
to...
describe that to you guys. Because he's the one who got it ahead.
This is true. Bundle then disregards. Oh yeah, I remember seeing a troll. A stone giant had its way with it. Used it like a
tennis racket.
I don't think are tennis rackets in this world? If so, then
yeah,
that. Oh well, then yeah. We'll just say that the giant was the tennis racket and the troll was the ball. Several times over, until the ball was destroyed, and then kept going.
Huh. A bit overkill.
Precisely.
A few times in my alchemy book.
Wait, what about a troll?
We might be running into one, but
Oh boy!
Brenna found.
Fun fact, you can make some interesting potions with troll blood.
really,
Yeah. Like a potion
Brenna's
of
like,
regen.
oh. Well,
And
fuck
there
the
goes
dragon.
Bundle.
Well, then we've got to kill some troll.
Squirrel.
Don't chase the giant squirrel, guys.
so as it were, if we happen to run into it, we'll take care of it. If we don't, we don't. Speaking of, Dash again, if you don't mind, do you mind taking point?
Yep, I'm on it.
Good.
Shield at the ready.
Oh, and for the rest of you, I'm always watching.
That's just a pretty low roll.
Yeah.
That is low for Bundle.
Low for Bundle, but high for any other random motherfucker. I mean, passive perceptions, everyone, you don't see me.
Active.
Honestly, I doubt my character will ever see a 14.
Let's see. 7. 15.
Why not? I'm feeling jazzy today.
Dash is just gonna be keeping an active eye out. If he sees Bundle, he sees Bundle.
Booski.
I would prefer to get the nat one there than anywhere else.
Whoa, where'd he go?
My perception roll. As far as Dash is concerned, Bundle has become intangible.
Ah,
So-
damn it! He's doing
Visible.
He's doing that plane hopping shit again.
That's his story. I'm sticking to it.
Above game, he is climbing above everyone to get a better vantage point. He is just out of their...
Which is actually
Because he
great,
has-
probably considering. You also look at the. You also take a look at those marks. Those are very deep, considering it was a troll. Which leads you to believe it might be a larger one than you saw.
Oh, fun. So, yeah, he's using his climbing speed to get above everyone and get out of their sight, making sure Dash is in front of everyone in case it comes barreling around the corner.
Yep, and Dash has that platinum ring equipped, just in case.
All I have to do is touch Dash.
I will say this: before he did go stealth, he does tell Dash, "All I ask is that you keep going as if you're going northwest. I'll be looking for the dragon.
You mean
But in case
northeast?
that troll is go, keep going northeast. I'm sorry.
There we go.
Okay.
Keep going northeast. And
I thought you said Wiese.
yeah, oh boy. If you run into the troll, we'll deal with it then. If we don't see a troll, hooray for us.
Northeast.
All I need you to do is be the shield that you were made to be.
I am the wall.
Right, don't fall.
The
Ronnie
word.
stops in his tracks, realizing that he's been forgetting something that makes him stupid.
What?
That makes
What?
him feel stupid.
Alright.
But
Bundle appears beside you. What's up?
Wait, never mind. I don't have that spell.
Okay.
Meow.
I was just thinking to myself, like, I could be using sending this whole time
Huh. That's fine.
in order to get in contact with
Killian.
Killian.
And
Wait.
Annie Hala, technically.
Wait, I have sending. I was my mom.
God damn, of course now, my thing.
We've had an easy way to find Killian this entire time.
Huh.
Oh, well, we're here.
Bonding.
This is bonding time.
Bonding! Road trip! I the goddamn dragon.
She's just sitting there, like, walking along. Doo-doo-doo. Man, we should be able to contact Ken. Oh, wait.
It's like, oh, right, this is a thing I have.
Rania turns his head towards Feliana, like, yes? Is there something that is amiss?
I may have been forgetting about my way to that we could use to contact Killian the entire time.
You feel bundled behind you.
Yep. There it is.
I suddenly go bloodshot.
we've been walking this whole time.
Robo Crabs goes, what?
Well, at least we've had a nice walk through the mountains.
Fell.
Yeah, bundle. She
He
doesn't.
he puts his arm around her shoulder. Pray tell, did you just want to have a picnic in the mountains, or did you just want to just waste our time?
Look, man, it's been really stressful.
You're telling me I am on a clock.
Just give me a minute. Or 6. And she's going to expend a 1/3 level spell slot to cast Sending. Let me write down the message.
You get 25 words.
Wow. Good thing I
Okay,
wrote-
gold member.
Look, I know I really fucked it.
I was calling Brett gold member.
No, I know, but like, look, I know, I
Right.
know, I really fucked the shit on this one. But also, how do you spell Killian's name again?
One moment.
I remembered Killian's name again. I remembered there were no vowels.
That's wrong. That's the shortened version.
There are at
Oh,
least 3 vowels in there.
that's the shortened version. What's the long version?
Clintivus Kit.
Oh yeah, I wrote down the long version.
Oh, apparently I misspelled his shortened version.
Oh no, wait, what?
Yeah, there is no vowels on the long version. This.
Dear sir, we are selling Girl Scout cookies. Would you consider purchasing them?
Would you like to buy a Thin Mint?
I actually like them.
Just one Thin Mint, not the whole box, just one.
Well, too bad. You get half a Thin Man.
What are the peanut butter ones called?
I have no clue. I only
Delicious.
know.
Tag along.
Huh.
I used to be a Girl Scout.
I used to be a Boy Scout.
How
I'm
long
an
since
Eagle Scout.
Spencer? I'm me. Also, how since we met Killian?
I would.
I
4,
forgot
5,
too.
6 months? Wait a minute. It was back in spring.
Yeah. So, about half a year ago then.
Met around. Oh, we paid tribute. Sorry, I'm trying to think of the words.
It's all good.
Also, I nearly typed Kyle.
I'm not gonna say it.
No.
I
6.
refuse.
9, 11, 12, 13, 20, 1, 2.
It is 10:04. We should probably be wrapping up the session pretty soon.
Alright. Alright, 25 exactly. I counted.
One moment.
I mean, if need be, I can always cast another, use another spell to contact him again.
Yes, that sounds like a great idea. Let's blow up the dragon's phone.
Actually, it's his head.
Option distance 3 here. I mean, the
Range
freaking dragon.
unlimited.
What other phone could survive other than Nokia?
But he also has a horde, so you know he's got the premium ringtone.
Oh yeah.
Why buy an iPhone 11 when you can buy the entirety of the Yakuza and the outfits so that you can look like the main character, and then play them. Seriously, someone did the math. It literally costs less for you to buy the entirety of Yakuza and the outfit that the protagonist wears. It costs like $1 less than an iPhone 11.
Damn.
No wait, $1 less than an iPhone X. Please hold.
I mean, I got Yakuza 0 for about $10, so.
So when you say that you have Yakuza 0 regret?
Dash.
Dash.
Dash, you are fired 5 times.
You are a bad
Dash.
man and you should feel bad.
You regret nothing. Yes.
Dash, you need to. Here's what you need to do. Next time you hard, considering Wander, every time you do vicious mockery, if you have vicious, It needs to be a bad
Incoming
pun.
message.
It needs to be a bad pun because of how much we die inside.
Incoming message.
I bet.
Oh, hi there.
Cannot say I expected visitors, especially your group. Are you in the Estian Mountains? I bathe at the base of the mounts.
How much did he age within that time, and why did he become Sean Connery?
Yeah, I
See,
was about to say, the dragon is Sean Connery?
It's one of the form pretty well.
I
To the mountains.
Where?
PC.
Yeah, when Rania says that, Dash is like, "Oh, it'll be fine."
I'm back.
Fel's
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
gonna expend one voice. What?
I'm not sure how I feel about seeing a naked dragon.
We saw him naked last time, to be fair.
Did we?
Well, after we skipped
I'm
him.
pretty
All the
sure
dragons
what he
you've
saved.
experienced were naked.
I'm pretty sure what he saved us. He wasn't wearing a two-piece suit.
Rania audibly gasped.
What?
And then it all fades to black because Beliada has to go to bed.
Does she?
No. Technically do, but I really want to wrap this up before.
Let's get to Killian then. No extra sending. Let's just go.
All right, let's do this.
Okay.
To Killian.
Where are you heading?
Base of the mountain near the river, assumedly.
Yeah, let's go leave on a dragon.
You get to the base of these mountains, there's nothing there.
Fuck!
Wait, he said the Estian Mountains, right?
Yes, the Asian mountains, but he didn't. But he said he was at the base of the mountains, but he didn't say
The river
where.
is called the Estian River.
What?
Bundle, the river is called the Estian River.
Right. Well, these are the Estian Mountains, of course. But we don't know. Oh, we don't know what part of the river he's at.
Might want to ask.
Tell him we're on the other side of the mountains near Summerfell.
DM the dragon.
I'm just gonna ask him again.
Yeah, say.
Yo, dog, where you at?
New phone, who the fuck this?
I'd say we'd probably say something along the lines of, "We're at the base of the mountain near Summerfeld. Where are you?"
You're on the wrong side. You're on the wrong fucking side of the mountains, then.
He's on the opposite end and the other side.
I wanna die. May we?
Wait, the opposite. Wait.
We're talking right here.
I can get over there.
I was talking
I can
in
get us
jest.
the fuck over there.
No, you said the base was near Summerfeld. That's right fucking there.
Okay. Is that where he is, though? Is that
No,
where
but you said you're at the base of the mountains near Summerfeld. Like, well, then you're on the wrong fucking side of the mountains.
Okay. Well,
Which means we need to go somewhere over here.
Wait, so I shouldn't.
Let Feliana finish it.
I just wanted to ask. Wait, so I shouldn't say that we're on the base side of the the mountain.
You can
next to Summerfeld?
describe in detail where you are on the map.
Oh boy, here we go. My perfection with words.
I believe you, Phil. Please don't lead us astray.
I'm trying, man.
You know what? I'll mulligan this. You can choose to send a fax image.
There we go.
Fucking doing it.
I would like to send a fax image.
Do you want to send a fax image of your finger pointing at the map?
Yes.
Does it cost 2 gold to do this?
Am I gonna be paying for ink?
Suddenly, your pocket feels about 5 gold lighter.
The fucking tax!
If we were Sam Riegel, we would actually mark that down.
Alright, but yeah. I will.
You get a message. Yes.
Okay, so we're really close to him. Thank God.
There's the equivalent to AAA.
Yes, sir. Fall says he's that way. She points to.
Let's go.
Ah, we're going.
Leading the march.
And as you get towards this point where you think he pinged from, you see a cove, a cave leading underneath the mountain that leads to an underground river.
Huh.
That looks promising.
And ripples coming from it.
And what's
You
coming
might
from
want to
it?
stand. You might want to stand back.
Standing back.
Standing back.
Praying to God.
Rania is preparing a new pair of pants.
Wearing the brown pants.
Bundle calls out in Draconic Killian's full name and telling him that we are by the waterside. And he yells at him.
Dutch just yells hello in Draconic after Bundle says that.
A couple of ripples exit from there as the tip of an adult-sized brass snout exits out of the darkness.
She was a young.
Blink.
And
Blink,
smiles.
Weren't you a bit smaller when we last saw you?
Oh shit,
I
he
may
did get
have
old.
killed a lot of people and got a lot of experience. And we're gonna cut to black right there.
Just in time, because my mom did come in here and just say, "Go the fuck to bed."
Yeah.
Go, sleep.
But I just wanted to say,
That's-
had a lot of fun. It's really really nice to have Brenna in this this new party. I'm really looking forward to this.
And remember, you're not a bother.
You're not. Although if you do want to stay up for a couple extra minutes and talk about employees.
No.
Go to sleep, please.
Go.
Go to sleep. Run!
Oh yeah.
We can do that as next time she's free. We all just fucking group up.
Yay!
Yeah.
That is,
Jesus,
I will
just
bring Terrace back for
I
that.
love you, Fel. You're great.
I just went into fight or flight when you that like
goodbye.
goodbye.
Good night, dear.
Good night.
Good eye.
Night.